Jeremy TV.
Jeremy back with you today, and I've got a project I need to work on that is something that I try to do once a year in the winter, and that's walk the fence line of my place, making sure that as much as I can I've got stuff off the fence from either leaning over the fence or laying on top of the fence or actually growing up under the fence, taking it with the tree. So I'm going to go walk down there and cut back stuff the best I can. There's some areas that's just so thick I can't even really get to it. That's going to take a lot more involved intervention than I have time to do. But I didn't know if the weather was going to cooperate to do that this year. I only do it when it's cold. I don't like going in these real woody areas in the summer just because of mosquitoes and snakes and just poison ivy. I just don't want to get in there. So I like doing it in the winter, cold as possible, when things are dead and mosquitoes aren't flying around. And it's been so warm this year. We've had a few cold days here and there, but it's been a really warm winter. We've not had any winter precipitation again this year so far. And in addition, Februarys are typically really weird in Oklahoma because, especially southern part of Oklahoma, because spring is trying to start to make its appearance and winter's still valiantly holding on. So, you know, you've got days like last week, we had days in the mid 70s, and then 2 nights ago it was in the lower teens. So I mean, I know there are other parts of the country that are like that, but it just is real prevalent here, and I don't like it. I mean, I wish we would get some winter when it's winter and then deal with summer when it gets here, but it's just like you can't get any winter for any length of time. And anyway, nothing you can do about it. You'll definitely get to see some parts of my place today that you've probably never seen before. And you'll also see some projects that I know I need to take care of in the future that I really kind of thought this winter I might get to. One major project, which was clearing out some of the woody area on the northeast corner. That's not going to happen this year. It's just been too busy with other stuff. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do is check my saw, make sure that it's set in the winter mode, because right now it's about 33 degrees. Anything under 50 and you want the saw in winter mode. So once you get the cover off, right here is the little switch, and when it's flipped over that way at an angle, it's in winter mode. If you turn it back this way, it clicks over. When it's straight like that with the saw, it's in summer mode. I'm going to flip it over to winter, so now it's in winter mode. I'm going to go ahead and show you this from a cold start. This hasn't been started since I think we were working on that tree that was down. But I'm going to show you a cold start on this. I'm going to prime it. Give it 8 or 9 pumps there. Put it in full choke. So now that it gave a promise, I'm going to put it on half choke. That was a cold start. That hadn't been started in several weeks, so pretty impressive. It's a really good little saw. I've been impressed with it, and I've done just a ton of work with it. But now I'm going to get started walking the fence, and you can come along with me. This whole area was brush hogged last summer, and this shows you how quickly these stupid trees, especially cedar trees, can grow up in a short amount of time. See, this corner's a mess. And you can tell I've been cutting some. Two winters ago I got in here and cut. Did a lot of good work. I need to do some more. What I need to do is come in here and tear down this corner and redo it. Let's see. See this tree? I cut it off right there. And now it's grown, those little sprigs have grown back up off of it. Off the stump. So I'm going to have to cut these sprigs down because they're growing all up in the fence there. Yeah, I don't remember this tree leaning over this far last time I was here. I don't know, it probably needs to be cut down. Yeah, I think I will. That right there, one of my tallest trees on the place, is a big cottonwood tree. It's probably 60 or 80 feet tall, probably 80 feet tall. I don't know if that's one tree or three. They're all right there together. One of these days they'll fall over and they'll fall across the road and it'll be a mess. And this is all, look how much, there are briars everywhere in here. I could probably get a lot of these on the edge with the brush hog. This was actually the corner I was going to work on and this winter, but then life has different plans for me for right now. So that's a mess. I mean, it's not a huge area, it's probably an acre. Half an acre maybe. I could do it in a winter. I just didn't have the time to get to it this year. And I kind of like the sight break that it provides.
Oh.
these cattails seem to do as much damage as any tree. They're growing up and pulling the fence up with it. I really need to just come down here and knock them all out. It wouldn't take a whole lot. Between the front end loader and the brush hog, I could get it done pretty quick. There's really a lot to do down here, but I don't have the energy really to mess with these big trees. That one right there, yeah, it's growing up, pushing against those wires. It's not hurting anything, and it actually seems like it's maybe keeping the wires tight. I'm just going to leave it for now, knowing that I'll probably have to cut it down next year. These cedars are just a scourge, man. You just can't keep them cut. It's just a full-time job. See, look at this. That was a tree that I'd cut down 3 or 4 years ago, and it's grown back in that amount of time. And I worked on this fence a little while back, so it's in pretty good shape. Last winter, I think I finished this up. And I cleared a lot of stuff out from this side because I didn't always used to brush hog this. I couldn't really get the tractor to it. Like this little stuff right here. This tiny stuff will be bigger stuff next year if I don't cut it down. Right here, more of it. I need to get in there and spray that, kill all those blackberries so I can clean that out. But this is a whole lot better than it used to be. I mean, it was a mess before. And I did a lot of work last winter to clean this up. Alright, now we're all the way back to the southwest corner. And this used to be a jungle back here, but I've worked pretty hard on it last year. Got it real clean. Looks good. This whole area looks so much better than it used to. Well, I completed what I was going to do on that project. There were still some areas that need some work, and I think it's one of those deals that's just going to take a lot of time to get in there to some of those really dense areas and get that stuff cleared out, and I just don't have the energy today. And I really just wanted to get the stuff back off the fence that was either laying on the fence, growing right up in the fence, or growing in and out of the wires, causing a lot of tension on both directions on the fence. So if you like that kind of stuff, give it a thumbs up. If you like the type of stuff we do here, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or want to check in where you're watching from, drop it in the comment section right down below. Thanks for being here, and I hope to see you again soon.